In Greece, above the temple of Delphi, is the inscription, "Man, know thyself." Whoever was able to reveal this mystery was reading the following words at the exit of the temple. "Man, know thyself, and you will perceive God and the world." In Persia, Zarathustra taught the message of light and the tradition of the firebird. In Jesus Christ, the Logos devoted his power to fallen mankind, activating the process of overcoming the wheel of birth and death. The birth in the manger of Bethlehem, the life and radiant love, the crucifixion and resurrection are reality, yet also a symbol for the rebirth of the spirit soul in all of us.
And the Word became flesh, and the door was opened for mankind to a new era of liberation. I am the way, the truth, and the life. The early Christian communities devoted themselves to this promise for the awakening of the heavenly other one within. The Dead Sea Scrolls have given testimony to the purity of their struggle. The Manichaean Brotherhood of the 3rd and 4th centuries transmitted their devotion through their pearl songs. Fight for the sake of becoming beautiful pearls, my beloved ones, and be guided to heaven by the pearl divers of the light. The Bogomils and the Cathars followed 700 years later. Their love penetrated the country of the Pyrenees. It was asked, "Master, will all of the spiritual sparks be saved?" All of them, after difficult tests and much struggle to reach perfection, their souls will ascend to the azure blue heaven. The Cathars went through the Endura, the complete surrender of the personality to the inner Christ principle. Their successor today is the Brotherhood of the Golden Rosicrucianum. Conference centers are built in many countries where the eternal call is delivered to all searching people. What is the spiritual school of the Golden Rosicrucianum?
The work of the spiritual school manifests by a power which is not of this world. The message and the work of the spiritual school is directed towards the rose of the heart, that latent divine principle within us which is called to a higher life. The spiritual school transmits a power. This vibration cannot be explained from our earthly nature. This power field is the fertile soil, the nourishment for the blooming rose in the center of each microcosm. The school of the Golden Rosicrucian does not involve any occultism, such as the cultivation of the personality. The school is dualistic. It considers our world to be a visible, materialistic sphere with an invisible, reflecting sphere. It is the imperfect world in which we live. But interpenetrating our transitory world is the higher gnosis, a vibration of light power which can purify us for the return to the original divine realm. The spiritual school is Gnostic in its answering the eternal call of the gnosis. It is transfiguristic in leading us through the renewal of our personality. This takes place according to a plan and a process made possible by the Universal Brotherhood. This process works like a subtle laboratory, similar to the alchemical laboratory of former times. It is directed to all of us who are conscious that our world is transient, full of deceit, and without eternal value. It is directed to anyone who asks the questions, who am I? Where do I come from? Where am I going?
The symbol of the spiritual school of the Golden Rosicrucian carries a synthesis of steps towards liberation. The circle symbolizes the universal power of the gnosis, the power that comes from eternity and carries our universe. The triangle is the symbol for the three divine powers received by those people striving for higher soul life. The three powers are truth, wisdom, and love. The square symbolizes the foundation on which the pupils of the spiritual school of the Golden Rosicrucian do their spiritual work. It is the square of building, the true foundation of the pyramid of initiation. This symbol is engraved as a formula on the tombstone of Jacob Böhmer by the classical Rosicrucians. Ex Deo Nascimur. From God we are born. In Jesus morimur. In Jesus we die. Per spiritum sanctum revivissimus. Through the Holy Spirit we are reborn.